Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, I recently did a video on this knife. This is the Queen Smooth Bone Jumbo Trapper, locking trapper, as a matter of fact. Now, I had a few kind of requests or maybe questions about how this one compared to the regular size trapper. And without hesitation or prompt, Neal jumped out and said, "Hey, man," sent me an email, and I said, he commented on it as well, and he's like, "I have the regular size trapper. Would you like me to send it to you for a comparison?" I was like, "That would be fantastic." So, huge thank you to Neal. Now, I'm just saying Neal. I'm not using his last name. I didn't ask for permission, but Neal, you know who you are. Thank you so very much for sending this out, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So that's what we're kind of do today. Like I said, we had a video of this one up, and I can put a link to that one up I can put it in the description. I can put a little flag up there. You guys can click on it or whatever. But like I said, this is the large or jumbo trapper. And there you go. Just kind of a refresher, real quick refresher. I mean, you're talking about just over an 8-inch knife. It's just over, maybe 8 1/8, okay? But Neal sent this one in. Now, I'm going to move the jumbo trapper off to the side real quick just to take a look at this one and just to see, I mean, it's basically the same, but obviously there are some differences. I mean, as you can tell right away, this is not a locking knife like the jumbo is. This is a regular slip joint trapper. But let's just take a look. I mean, this is obviously one of the first things I look at is, the construction, the fit and finish. And I tell you what, the back springs look pretty darn good. I really don't see any, no, I don't see any gapping or anything. It's very well done. Now, I will point out a couple of things here in a minute. The shield is a little proud, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be that way because it feels pretty, well, it's a little more proud, I think, on this side than it is on this side. Let's see about the jumbo. Now, the jumbo is a little bit more inset. So this one is maybe not quite as it's supposed to be. That is complete conjecture on my part. But the pins done very well for sure. Now, I will tell you that Neal did say that he did some polishing. While he cleaned it up, there was some polishing compound on the bolsters and such like that. He did also say he cleaned some dye out of the blade wells and stuff. So just wanted to put that out there because he mentioned it. But some of the major differences, and major-ish, like I said, non-locking, and where the larger side, the jumbo has half stops, this one does not. That had a nice snap to it. Nice, okay. Let's see, that pull, I'm going to say that pulls a 6 on the spay blade. Let's try the main. That's a 6.5. It definitely, my thumbnail's kind of short. No half stop again. But there you go. This is a USA made Queen. As you can tell, still got a little juice on it there. A little rub mark there from when it's opening. It does have, the markings on the blade as well. But those are just basically the major, and of course we'll see size here in a minute. But it's non-locking, and there's no half stops on the regular size trapper. So what do we have overall? So overall, we're looking at, let's see here. Overall, close length, is right about 4 inches. Fully opened, we're looking at about 7 1/4. So I'm going to move this one up a little bit, and we're just going to take a quick look. Now, as you can see as well, the difference between the jumbo and the regular size, I'll go bolster to bolster. We've got a clip point here. We've got more of a straight back or slight drop point on the jumbo. So that is another difference. Now, the dye and stuff, the red dye is going to take different just depending on the bone. As you can see, the regular size is a bit darker than mine is, a little bit. Nothing too major, but there's the overall size difference of the two. You're looking at, what would I say, 7.25 on the regular, and just about, I mean, right about 8. So you're looking at about, let's line them both up at the line. That one's a little out there, and right about there. So, I mean, you're looking at roughly about 1/4 of an inch. Zoom out just a little bit more. Right about 1/4 of an inch difference, or an inch difference, excuse me, between the two. Blade shape, obviously a difference, and the locking and no half stop. So that's pretty much your major differences. Let's get a weight on this one. I don't remember a weight on the jumbo. I'll get that one too. So we would be looking at 3.8 on the regular trapper, and then the jumbo, you're looking at 6.6. So there's an obvious difference in weight right there. Holy cow, we're talking about almost 3 ounces. Yeah, 2.8 ounce difference in the two. So that's quite a bit. But, you know, I really appreciate Neal doing this. Now, from what I'm showing you here, you know, what's more in your ballpark? Are you more of the jumbo, the locking? You know, that's one of the, or are you a regular trapper? Regular size trapper. Now, I know a lot of people say, you know, I get comments all the time about not feeling comfortable with slip joints. Well, I mean, even though the jumbo is a little bit larger size, you do have that locking blade, which is really cool. I don't know. In hand, now you guys know I'm not too, we'll take a look at the spade blades too, but I really prefer a single bladed slip joint. I just do. But we'll get the spade blades out there. Can't talk. And we'll see. Yeah, see, there's a slight difference in the spade blades too. I mean, obviously the nail nick's on, slide it down. The nail nick's on the opposite side. But overall shape, where the regular trapper's got a little bit more of a blunt nose, yeah, the jumbo's got a little bit more of a, almost more of a drop point to it. It's just a slight spay. And to be perfectly honest with you, I would think it would be reversed just because of blade size, but not at all. This one actually has a more blunt sort of tip to it on this blade rather than the jumbo. So that's kind of interesting as well. So, but like I said, where do you guys fall in? Are you more of a traditional slip joint, traditional size, or are you thinking, well, maybe the jumbo because it's more of a locking blade? Yeah, I do have the locking main blade on it. So that's really interesting. Now, I do have to say one more time, I really appreciate Neal sending this one out to do this comparison. It was really cool. It was completely unprompted. So huge shout out to Neal. I'm sorry, Neal, I've had this a little bit longer than what I like to keep other people's knives. We went to Florida and holidays and everything. Hope you understand, but I do greatly appreciate you sending this out and giving me the opportunity to do the comparison of the two. That's really cool. Now, the other main difference. Regular size, $59.99. Jumbo, $79.99. So a $20 difference in price. That could also influence your decision as well. And I completely understand that also. But thanks again, Neal. Really appreciate it. Thank you to all of you that stopped by to check this video out today. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas, and I want to wish you a very happy and prosperous New Year as well. Thanks a lot for stopping by today, guys. Thank you again, Neal. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.